The only thing is I'm further away from the internet thing now, from the whatever. So I'll have to figure it out. What's up, Amy? How are ya? How's everybody doing in general? Sorry I haven't been live for a few days. Sorry I haven't even looked at Discord. I haven't. No, everything sounds good. It's going to be on the tube, in which it's going to be slow, because it was already a bit choppy on the tube as is, and I was closer to the Wi-Fi modem, or whatever the hell it's called. I'm a bit further from it now. The landlord said he was going to get me a duplicator, whatever that is. So hopefully that helps. If not, I can always attach the Ethernet cord, which I have not done yet, so it should be okay. Heidism, hello. How are ya? I don't know why I feel like I have less room, but I'm using the same fucking desk. This is, I don't understand this. It doesn't make sense. I literally moved the same desk, and for some reason now I don't have room on it. The Wi-Fi router, yeah. Well, it's not a boot, it's a duplicate. Whatever it is, it should be fine. I just need enough to be able to go live on the tube. That's all I care about, really. You want me to turn into a right-wing extremist? Well, I'll tell you what. Come on up. Give me a good argument. Maybe. But you got to give me a good argument. Let me shift this up a little bit. I think that's too low. Oh, yeah, I can move this around, actually. Yeah, sorry guys, I know I haven't been live for a few days. Sorry. I didn't even let anybody know in Discord. I know I have a really bad habit of doing that, or I just kind of go MIA. But no, all is good. I was just moving, guys, and it always stresses me out. I hate moving, so it was just impossible to do anything else beyond that. Andy, thank you for the what is it? The candy something? Anyways, Andy, thank you. You always have the coolest guests ever. No, I'm good. I know. I have a bad history of when I go absent, I'm usually not good. I kind of unfortunately have that reputation, but no, I'm okay. I'm fine. There is no more scripture above my head, although I do have a really cheesy picture right there. Not mine, of course. So that's pretty much what I have in the background. That I still got to move stuff around. Ooh, can't have that in camera. Yeah, TV bed. So it's all right. It's good for now. It'll do. It is way better than a Bible verse. I agree. I like the blue as well. I agree. I moved, but I'm in the same house. So where I was living, there was a back room where you kind of had it all to yourself, whereas the place I was living, I had the potential of having a roommate and a shared kitchen, and unfortunately, technically I only paid for the room for rent and not the kitchen. So like, while I could use the kitchen, obviously, everything had to be perfectly neat and tight, no matter what. Otherwise, you would get really annoyed if you came on in and trying to charge me. This way, the place I have now, he can't even come on in there, so... We had the same paint. I like that blue. This isn't, I mean, I didn't choose it, but I like it. Endless Sea. It's good. I like it. It's a nice color. It's actually frustrating now that Epstein is out of business. Jesus Christ. Oh, what's up, David? David, I meant to text you back. Sorry. But hope you had a good time on your cruise. Again, guys, I don't even know if I'm going to be live for a while. I just sort of just went live because I finally was able to settle in a little bit. No, in Florida. Well, it's been cold here in Florida, and I think some parts of Florida did get snow from what I heard, but no, not where I am. But yes, it has been cold here. For sure. Glad you like it. Was like a 2-week cruise, David, wasn't it? Nice. Well deserved. Well deserved. Back to business now, David. It's going to be 20 tonight. Yeah, where I am, it's probably not going to be. Well, it might be a little bit warmer than that. Let me check. So right now it's 44 in Tampa. Yeah, it's going to get a low of 28, which is fucking crazy. A low of 28 in Tampa. And I've never seen it this low before. Usually every winter there may be like a day or two where it gets into the low 40s, possibly upper 30s, but I've never seen 28 degrees before. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind it too much. I mean, it is a little cold, but I guess I'll deal with it. Well, nice page. I'm sure they were very grateful for that. Anyways, I wasn't necessarily planning on doing like a whole debate live or anything. I know that's the background, but it automatically just populates as that. I mean, if people want to come up, we can for sure. Oh, if you're in the tube, you probably hear an echo. Well, no. You would only hear an echo if a guest comes on up. If you're in the tube watching, you probably don't hear an echo. It should all be okay, I think. But welcome there. Make sure you guys do sub to me over there, okay? With Miami, and I'll never take the heat for granted again. I mean, the heat is pretty fucking rough in Florida. All right, I'm gonna have to put on my headphones here. We have a guest coming on up. If it can. Hey, how you doing?
Hello.
What's going on?
I'm doing fine.
What's with your profile name? Wait. I thought I saw something different. No, I thought it was somebody else requested. Never mind. You're good. All right, how old are you?
I'm 31.
All right, what's up?
So you say MAGA hates the LGBT community. We really don't. Like, as you can see in my picture, that's a woman, and she is actually bisexual. And I did vote for Trump. So how could I hate the person that I love?
Well, that's not what it means. There's plenty of people in the LGBT community
I have no problem.
Do you mind if I respond?
With the... Go for it.
Yeah, okay. So, listen, like, 90% of the LGBT plus community, give or take, didn't vote for Trump. So I think that should be telling, right? So when you tokenize a partner, when you tokenize a partner of yours, a friend of yours, a coworker, that doesn't like debunk the argument at all, right? But the fact of the matter is, if you're voting for an administration that is going out of their way to harm the LGBT plus community, I don't care how many gay friends, trans friends, whatever friends you have, I'm sorry, but you are harming the community. Whether that was your specific vote or not, or that your specific intentions or not.
And what have they done to the LGBT community other than stopping people from transitioning their children at an extremely young age where the child cannot legally make a decision over their body?
Well, you don't actually believe that, because I'm going to give you examples of where you're going to say it's different. So you do agree that sometimes parents can make the decision for the kids. For example, if the kid has cancer, you would probably agree that the parent can decide right. You're going to say that's different. So don't use that. So don't use it.
Of course, the parent should be making sure that a child with cancer, being trans, is not the same as being having cancer.
You're right. Cancer and trans are two different things.
You gotta understand.
Do you mind if I speak? I gotta speak, dude. You gotta stop cutting me off. Okay, I agree. Cancer and trans are two different things. No doubt. The point was, don't say that it's because the kids can't consent. That's a bullshit excuse. Because when it comes to cancer, when it comes to a broken leg, you don't give a shit about if the parents and the doctors make the decision there. So that is not the reason. The reason is that you don't think gender affirming care is helpful. You think it's elective. So let's just get down to the reason of why you don't like it. Don't make up BS reasons. You can speak now. You can unmute yourself. I just don't want you to unmute. I don't want you to overtalk me when every time I try to speak, you just overtalk. Okay. So
it is elective. And
right. But that's the argument. That's the argument.
Now trying to detransition.
All I'm asking is
there's so many of them trying to detransition.
It's about a 1% detransition, right? And I can show you the data on that. It's
Okay, even 1% is a
right. So,
percentage.
so what about the 99% that have a reduction of depression, a reduction of anxiety, a reduction of substance abuse, and a reduction of self-unaliving
You
rate?
try
What
and
about those
find me
people?
somebody in this day and age who doesn't have any of those problems.
That wasn't a response to what I just
Try and
said.
find
That
me
wasn't a response to what I just said. What? Yeah. So that
anybody
wasn't a
in this
response to what
country
I
who
just
isn't
said. That
a
wasn't a
drug
response to what.
addict,
Hey,
an
hey, hey,
alcoholic,
hey, hey,
for
hey,
any
hey,
reason.
hey. Jesus
Hey,
Christ! It's
hey,
like you're having a conversation with yourself, bro. What about the 99% that didn't detransition that are very, very happy with what they did because they now feel better? They now don't have all these issues to the same degree that they had. What about those people, right? I'm not saying the 1%, the ones that regretted it. Obviously, those people, I'm not saying they don't matter. Of course, right? Every single person matters. That's not what we're talking about, though. But it's not elective if the majority of them do get benefits from it. I'm quiet. I'll see what I can do to potentially change it. My input volume is as high as it goes, guys. Cannot go any higher. So you can unmute, man, but
So, why are the LGBT community trying to kick out everybody who is an L, B, or G now?
can
They
you give
don't
me
even want to
Can you
have
give me data?
any.
Can you give me data that they're trying to kick them out other than your two friends that you have on TikTok? Hello? So I don't know if you can hear me or not. Your people that you know on TikTok, on Instagram, or Facebook saying that, hey, we're gay and we don't want to be associated with the T or the Q or whatever. That's not evidence, right? That's confirmation bias, right? Because you're going to hear that every single time because that's something you want to hear. So, of course, you're going to hear that often. But the fact of the matter is, the vast majority of the people in the LGBT community don't agree with that. And that's kind of regardless of the point, anyways. We're talking about gender affirming care. I don't give a shit what somebody else feels that's not part of the trans community, right? If you're gay, well, okay, you can have your opinion, but it's not really relevant to how a trans person is going to go about their life. You left? Well, whatever, dude. Is it really quiet? I know one person said it was quiet, but I don't know. My input volume is as high as it can go. So, I mean, it's probably better right now. I would imagine it's probably better right now, right? The issue is when I'm on the tube and I have a guest, I have to have headphones on. Yeah, I'm sure it is better now, but the people on the people on the tube heard me just fine. It's better with my headphones. All right, as it should be better with the headphones. Otherwise, these headphones, which I got for free, luckily, but they're like $500, so they really should be better. Well, thank you, Mr. Goodbar. I appreciate it. If you guys can't hear, turn up your volume. Yeah, I was gonna say that probably is the issue because I don't know, my input volume is as high as it can go, and I'm wearing like the Apple headphones, so it shouldn't be really too bad. RTV's YouTube is always quieter. Once again, guys, sorry. I know I haven't been live since Thursday. I think Thursday was the last time I was live, so Friday, Saturday. Yeah, so I had a couple days off. Sorry, I kind of just didn't even let people know in Discord. I really do suck at that. But uh, I was moving and stressed and just didn't want to talk to people. I get in my mood, so I feel a little bit better now. But no, I'm mostly all moved in here, so I'm I'm kind of settled in where I can do this now. That guy was the guy was just opinionated. He didn't have any actual data on anything at all. It was just all his opinions from the people that he talks to on TikTok. That's it. That's all it was. I absolutely hate moving. I avoid it at all costs. I really despise moving. I get so stressed and I just can't do it. Like that's you at the beach. I just get really stressed and I freeze and like I just get distracted too easily and it takes fucking forever. And I wasn't even moving far. I'm literally in the same place. I just moved around back, and that was stressful enough. Yeah, no, I'm still in Tampa though. You tell me my mega hates what I say. Where do you hear this one? Here, come on up. We'll have a debate. I'm not going to converse with you through the comments. You can come on up. We'll talk about it. Thoughts on Scotty Fitness? Guys, I'll be honest. I heavily disassociated from social media for the past handful of days. Although I am aware of what happened with him, I don't know all of the details. I know there was a doxing thing that happened. I know he had an apology video. It's about the extent of it. I don't know him super well. I know of him. I know his views on things. That's about the extent of things. But hey, how you doing?
Hi, hi, bro. Please 5 minutes. From
No, I
Syria,
don't
need the
know you.
help.
I don't
Please
know
five
you.
minutes right
No, I
now.
don't know you. I can't. I don't like it that you guys force your way on up here and then expect me to keep you. I'm sorry. I said, come on and play. Well, okay. I hope everybody's having a good weekend. If you do disagree with the background, come on up. Please hit the request button there at the bottom of the screen. User 577, come on up. We'll have a conversation. I don't debate people through the comments. And as far as the schedule, guys, I know I kind of made one before, but I had to take it back because just my everything sort of changed. So I will have a schedule, but in general, I will let you guys know moving forward as far as when I go live. I know today was really on the spot. I didn't really let anyone know, but I will in Discord and the bulletin board. So if you guys want to give me a follow for one, you can go ahead and do that, and two, join me on Discord. Max, you can come on up. I'm not going to debate you through the comments. Eric, come on up. Quit being a wuss. Just come on up. We'll have a conversation. I don't know why you guys insist on hiding in the comments and trying to converse with me. If you truly want to talk about something, just come on up. It's not scary. I know you feel comfortable in the comment section. I get it, but the debate's not happening if you're hiding in the comments. You can come on up. We'll talk. Hey, how you doing?
I'm alright. How about you?
I'm good. How old are you?
20.
Cool. What's up?
Why do you say MAGA hates the Second Amendment?
Well, because of what recently happened in Minnesota, it seems like on a dime they sort of flipped their stances on it. The Trump administration sort of spoke out against it, and a lot of MAGA supporters really didn't seem to have an issue with them saying that you can't bring a weapon to a protest or anything along those lines. Which normally you guys would go crazy for if Biden or Obama said it, but Trump said it, and it's okay. So I thought that was a little weird.
I mean, y'all go crazy over Trump deporting illegals, and Biden and Trump and Obama did the same thing.
Well, that has nothing
So
to
I
do
can
with what I
argue
just
that.
said. We're not doing whataboutism.
I know.
So
I'm
can you respond?
just pointing out the hypocrisy on both sides.
Well, no, there
Both
isn't
sides.
there isn't hypocrisy because you have a
Yes.
fundamental misunderstanding. People aren't upset about the deportation; they're upset about how they're being done. But let's get back on topic. That's why I believe that MAGA supporters are now anti-2A because of their lack of criticism of the Trump administration's
I'm not
rhetoric.
wrong. If I'm not wrong, you can't bring a gun to a protest. I don't think you can. I don't think federal law protects that.
Can you provide me any law that says that? Anything in the Constitution? Anything? I think that's absolutely wild. This is why I believe you guys are anti-2A because of that statement. You would never have said that a year ago. You would have never said that a month ago. You're gonna have a hard time finding this, man, because it doesn't exist. I promise you, it doesn't exist. Where on earth would it say that you can't bring a pew pew to a protest? Yeah, I mean, like that's literally what Rittenhouse did, and that was just cheered on massively.
Okay. Yeah, I was wrong on that. Yeah.
So, but anyways, but that's what the Trump administration is insinuating, which is completely anti-2A. And it's odd that he's not being called out by Trump supporters.
That's not necessarily anti-2A would be trying to take away the Second Amendment. He's not trying to take away your Second Amendment right to carry.
Well, first of all, they're talking about it if people I can't say the word, but if people partake in gardening, if you know what I mean by that. They're talking about getting people's abilities to have firearms taken away. That would be an example. But this is still an infringement upon it, which you guys always had an issue with. You guys always had an issue with an
Yeah,
infringement upon
because
the 2A.
the only side that wants to take away the 2A is the left.
Give me evidence.
Like stricter gun laws, stricter background checks. I would argue any kind of background checks.
Hold on. But but now you're doing the same thing that you then criticized in the beginning for. You're saying that the left is somehow doing it, but then when the right does it, you don't have a problem.
Yeah, y'all are. Y'all are the ones saying ban guns, ban all
When?
guns.
Tell me who said that. Tell me what Democrat
I've heard it
politician
so
said that.
many times.
Tell me who
I've heard
said
it on
that.
this app.
Tell me who said it.
Politician.
Tell me who said it.
AOC.
Tell
Like
me.
AOC wants to.
Tell me the quote.
AOC.
Show me the quote. Show me the quote. Show me the quote of AOC.
I don't know the exact quote.
She never
but
said
I know
that.
she
She
wants
never
to.
said that. Oh, now it's that she wants to. So before it was she said it. Now it's that she wants to.
She wants to.
But she never said anything that would insinuate that. So you're just making that up.
Okay.
So, but this is
the
this is the problem, though. This is the exact problem. You have bought into Republican propaganda that people on the left somehow
I
want to
haven't
ban
bought into any
POP.
propaganda.
Well, you have because you spewed so many things that were not true. You
no
said
one's
that
against the 2A.
you said the left wants to ban them. You couldn't give me a specific example of it all, but you're just repeating things that you've heard. But I gave you an example of on the right where something's happening and you don't have an issue with it. This is the problem.
Okay, we're on the right. Is this happening?
So hold on. I just wanted to let you know that AOC has never said that. So that was something that you made up. Okay. So, but I gave you an example of Trump saying something that would infringe upon the 2A, and you do not have a problem with it. I want you to address that. Why do you not have a problem with them saying that you can't bring a PPU to a protest, even though that is well within your 2A rights?
Yeah, no, it's well within the 2A. And yeah, Trump shouldn't have said that. But he's not trying to take the Second Amendment away, though. That's the thing.
So give me an example. Give me an example of somebody on the left.
Problem.
Give me an example of somebody on the left saying it. Give me an example of somebody on the left saying it.
No, hold up. Y'all seem to get so enticed in Trump's rhetoric. Focus on what he's actually doing. Is he taking away the Second Amendment? No. Is he attacking it?
Can you give me an example of somebody on the left? Can you give me an example of somebody on the left trying to take him away? Because that's all you guys ever said. That's what you have been saying in this conversation, but you can't give me an example. Again, you're gonna find that no one on the left has said that. I've never heard a Democrat politician
banning one question: are you in favor of banning assault weapons?
It would depend on the context of it.
Like AR-15.
It depends on the context. I can't give a full yes or a full no. It depends totally on
a lot
of other variables.
Are you in favor of banning the AR-15?
Again, it depends on the context of it. I'm not going to give a full yes.
Are you in favor of banning the AR-15?
But this is the problem. You guys don't understand nuance. It depends on the context.
I'm asking you just a yes or no question.
I understand, but these aren't yes or no answers. This is the problem. We need nuance. But anyways, did you give me an example?
I looked up a study. It's like 85% of them want to ban assault style weapons.
85% of who?
85% of the Democratic Party. Hold up.
Keep tapping and sharing, guys. We're looking for opposition, okay? So if you do disagree, come on up. Again, you're going to be looking for a while.
Yes, okay, yeah. Pew Research Center.
What about it?
says that 85% of Democrats want to ban assault-style weapons.
Okay, and?
Do you want to ban assault-style weapons?
Well, generally, I want people to be safer, right? So the number one unaliver of children are pew-pews, okay? Which I think you should probably have a
I would
problem
argue
with.
it's abortion.
Okay.
Abortion has
Cool. We
kills
can
more
talk.
children.
Cool. We can talk about that at a different time. But a fetus is not a child. Sorry. But anyways, the number
What?
one.
Wait,
Then
what
shut up.
species
We're
is
not talking
fetus?
about abortion. We're still gonna stay on topic. Okay. The number one of number one unaliver of children are pew-pews. Okay. Would you like to do something about that? We're
Yes,
not
but how
talking.
would we do something about that? Yes, I would love to solve the issue, but taking guns away is not necessarily going to solve the issue. The guns are
Well,
already out there.
but unfortunately, history says otherwise. When we saw the ban in the 90s, we did see it. We did see a reduction of them, right? And in Australia, we also saw a huge reduction of them as well. We see this historically, and we see this globally. So this isn't something that we're just betting
Yes,
on
but
for the
it's
sake
not.
of betting on. But it would make
Yeah, but
sense
then
that since
also,
we're the nation with the most pew-pews, we're the nation that has the highest that the number one unaliver of children is pew-pews. It would probably make sense to minimize them or lower them at the very least, right? I'm not against 2A.
no,
So you
no,
don't want to. So you don't want to. So but this is the problem
no,
then.
I
But
don't
this
want to limit no.
but this is the issue though, okay? Um the issue
It's
is you
not the
claim that
issue.
it is because you claim to care about kids, you claim to care about them being unalive. We're giving you examples of where these things have helped globally and historically, and you
Do
don't
you
give a
know what
shit.
else these countries have to deal with?
And you don't give a
Their
shit.
rights being taken away, particularly in the UK. They get
Cool.
arrested for Facebook posts nowadays.
Cool. Right on, dude. But yeah, that's more important than children being unalived. Got it. Okay. So you don't care about
No,
children.
no. First of all, you're misquoting.
I'm not. You're telling me
You no, you do you no. See,
first of
you
all, you're
the left.
making
See, this is the
you're
problem.
shut
The
up.
left do
You're
you do
making
this
stuff
all the
up.
time. You
Yeah, we care about kids. I'm sorry. So first of
no,
all,
you
first
try
shut up. First of all, you're making it up. No one got arrested for a
you
Facebook
try to use.
post in the context that you're insinuating. So that's wrong for one. And secondly, even if that were true, that's all that is more important than kids being unalived by pew-pews, right? So again, when we're talking about 2A, no one on the left is against it. You can run all you want, man. That's fine. But I think it just was proven that you don't care about the things that you claim to care about. Sorry, RJ. I just saw your text right now. Sorry. It's my first time being live in a few days, but yeah, Eric, you can start your own live and mute people or unmute people as much as you want. I'll run my live how I want. Anyways, guys, if you can tap and share, we are looking for opposition. It just it he kept trying to pivot multiple times, right? When we first started the conversation, he wanted to pivot to immigration real quickly, and then he wanted to pivot to abortion. And I'm not going to talk about either of those if that's not the reason why you came on up. Fake tears. Who has fake tears? Once again, if you do disagree with the background, you can hit the request button at the bottom of the screen. And if you guys want to show support, you are welcome to. I do have my gift goal there at the bottom of the screen. Also, let me put my pay links up. Pay link is right here if you guys want to show support that way as well. Dougie9192. Not needed, of course, but there is a request button. It's a purple, pink and blue person. That's at the bottom of the screen. So at the bottom of the screen where it says type, where you can type a comment, if you look to the right of it, it's like a pink and blue person. Yeah, that's a request button. All right, I'll put this thing here. That should be good for now. Hey John, how you doing? Well, Eric, they invite people that are opposition that want to hide in the comments, so no, I'm not going to tell them. In fact, you can just get muted because I'm not going to allow people to. Well, you're already muted. There's a rule: if you get invited numerous times and you keep spewing in the comments, you're just going to get muted. That's rule, so you're going to have to deal with it. If you have the time to comment, you have the time to come on up. Hey Mike, how are ya? But yeah, it looks like a lot of stuff came out over the weekend. Again, I kind of disassociated for the past couple of days. I was busy with a bunch of other stuff, so but I was still able to catch a few things. But it looks like a lot did happen over the weekend. I was moving and I was taking a break. I wasn't moving the last time I went live was on Thursday. I have not been moving since Thursday, to be honest with you. It was really since yesterday afternoon. But the 2 days before that, I just needed a mental break. I know, I sort of just totally like not even let people know. I just kind of just fall off the face of the earth. I always say every time I do this, I won't do that again, but I always still do it. No, there's nothing wrong with taking breaks. Taking breaks are fine, but I don't ever let people know. I just kind of stop going live. I don't let people in Discord know. I just sort of like go dark for a few days. I don't respond to anybody, and it's, at the very least, I should let people know, but I'm not really good at that. It's not really a new place I moved to. The place I'm living at had a back room, and I just moved to that room. But I had to move all of my stuff outside around to the back, which wasn't tons, but still. But I have a hard time throwing away things. I keep a lot of shit for no reason, like for weird sentimental value. But every time I move, I'm like forced to throw away some stuff, which I don't like doing. A lot of people were in the files. I know, I saw that. A lot of people. Sammy Sosa was, if you guys were a baseball fan. Sammy Sosa was on it. So if you guys watch any of like the health and wellness influencers, Peter, I always forget how to say his last name, Tia, whatever, he was in there. But yeah, wild stuff, right? Yeah, Sammy Sosa. Sammy Sosa was in the E-Files. The Sammy Sosa. Yeah. Elon. Well, Elon tried going to the island. I mean, if you want to put humor upon the situation, even though obviously the situation's not, he wanted to go. Like, he wanted to be part of, like, the cool boy club. Like, they're like, nah, we don't want Elon here. Yeah, like, no one likes Elon, though. Like, no one fucking likes him. Even, like, other billionaires don't like him. Yeah, his code words, right? Oh my god, what was the quote that he said in one of the emails? It was so cringe. I forget what it was, but it was very, very cringe. They probably thought he was gonna rat. Yeah, I don't know. They probably that could be it, maybe, or maybe he's not likable, or it could be both. I need a mental break, like a 2-day vacation away from everyone. Yeah, that's kind of what I did. It was probably more like 3 days though. Grown men saying cringe. All right, Daniel. Sorry, words bother you. Maybe I don't know, man. Cringe is like a word that's been used for quite a while. It's not really like a Gen Z term, if that's what you're insinuating. Elon doesn't even like Elon. Oh yeah, no, his firstborn absolutely hates him. Yeah. How many kids does he have? Doesn't he have a lot? He has a bunch of kids, doesn't he? 12, that's right. Yeah, it's like a bunch. It's like 12, 13. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of kids. Make sure you guys sub to me on the tube, by the way. It's Dougielifts, Dougielifts. So if you guys can sub to me over there, that would be terrific. Multiple kids from multiple women, yeah. Quite a bit. Dubs. Daniel, are you still in the chat? Do you want to come on up? 2 baseball teams of kids. Quite a bit. I mean, he can do like a rent-a-friend or something, but it's not going to be a true friend, that's for sure. Once again, if you do disagree with the background, if you're a Trump supporter, Republican, etc., there is a request button at the bottom. It's to the right of where it says type. It's a pink and blue person. Go ahead and click that. Let's say you come on up, okay? You know what? I should probably have a picture of that on screen saying that's a request button, because I don't think a lot of people understand that. Yeah, I mean, Kyle, I think there's a lot of people that need to be held accountable, but that's not currently going to happen. If you're in a files request, we'll get a lot of requests that way. So what it seems like they're trying to do in regards to the files is just slowly put them out as to damage control, right? Because if you slowly put them out, it's not going to have as much of an impact as if you let all that out at once. So I think that's probably their plan. It seems like, at least. Or just not release them at all, which they still have a lot more to be released. In Discord, there are updated background showing. Oh, okay. Yeah, David. All right, I can use those. That's fine. I can. Well, let me check it out right now, actually. Yeah, for a distraction, that's for sure. All right, let me see these backgrounds. Let's see what they look like. Do they all have the request button? Yeah, I see it now. I see it. Yeah, that's good, David. Let me use that one actually. That's pretty good. Here, let's open in browser. God damn it. Save image as. Oh wait, no. Did I just get a hold of the ops? I don't know where the ops are at. Guys, has it been slow in general on lives? I haven't really been watching lives the past few days, so I don't really know how anything has been at all. All right, let's try this new background. See if it works. Image. All right, I think this one should be background. Where is it? I think this is it. Oh shit! Well, I got to make it smaller, but yeah, that's good. That's still kind of big. Okay. Get rid of that text. Yeah, that's good. All right, yeah, that works. No, I got it. I see on my screen. We're good. I mean, it's ever so slightly cut off on the right, but it's okay. All right, we're cool. I'm buying this new magazine. Once again, guys, if you disagree with the background, hit that request button on the screen, okay? It's at the bottom of the screen next to where it says type. And maybe I should get something for, like, the background up there, right? I think that would probably be good. I don't know what, but I can get something. You like the ceiling? But yeah, I'll get back on my schedule of things, guys. Again, this was just a really on the spot random live, so I may not be live all that much longer. I just kind of did this just to get back into the swing of things. However, though, I am still taking guests, so if you are a guest, you can come on up. But I still have to clean up in here. I still have to sort a whole bunch of things out. I'm still not really fully moved in, unfortunately. Um, so it's kind of hard for me to be in my routine when I don't have everything set up the way I'd like. There are no Bible verses. There are no Bible verses. This is it. That's it. No Bible verses. Blue wall. That's it. Yeah, I mean, Sunday afternoons tend to be a little slow. Um, the mornings always tend to be pretty good. Like, if I ever go live in the morning, like after some of my clients that I have, it's usually relatively busy. Yeah, I do have my own kitchen now, but unfortunately, the fridge is entirely too small, so I'm gonna have to get a second one. It's just not enough. I already put milk in the fridge and I put chicken, and it's already full, the fridge. Like, I need a second one. Yeah, it fits like very few things. But make sure you guys do join Discord, okay? The link is in my bio. If the link does not work for iPhone users, the link does not work for whatever reason. If you just DM me, I will give you a link that does work. For some reason, when I try to put that link into the link tree, it just doesn't work for iPhone users. I don't know why. Um, but you guys can also join the bulletin board as well, which is where if you click on my profile picture at the top left, it will pop up from there. Minnesota's on the list for Nobel Peace Prize. I did not hear that. No. RJ had a hard time getting them in the box. He kept muting them in chat. Well, I understand muting them in the chat because they spew shit all the time and they never come up. But yeah, I still need to put away a bunch of my clothes. I need to get back into my routine of things in general, which I am not currently in. But I should be live tomorrow. Again, I'll let you guys know more in advance. I didn't let anybody know on this one. I wasn't even trying to go live. Those weren't my intentions, but I just kind of settled in. I figured I had some time. I did move, yeah. Not very far at all. Probably one of the shortest moves possible, but still. Still is annoying, still is stressful. There we go. I was wondering why that was like that. Thank you to whoever just sent that, Marina. Appreciate it. Well, I haven't had roommates in a while. I just kind of lucked out that I haven't had one in a while. The last roommate I had moved out several months ago at this point. So, like, I did essentially have the place to myself, but unfortunately, my landlord would come in very often, and it was just very annoying. And if I left stuff in the kitchen, he would get annoyed and send me a text and say that I can't leave stuff in the kitchen. And he just, I find him to be incredibly annoying. So, one of the main reasons why I moved back here, so I don't have to deal with him anymore. Because he's just incredibly annoying. Like, even if I had one cup in the sink, that was a problem. I'm still technically in the same place though, so I could still get back into it. I still know the code, and yeah. Yeah, so I live in a house, but I rent it from someone. But the issue is the room that I was living in. It's not like I wasn't renting the house, I was renting a room. So my room, I could have kept it however I wanted, which I did because I'm not a neat person. So I did have like clothes laying around. It was a dirty room. I don't have a clean room at all. So the room was able to be however, since I was paying for the room. The issue is I technically wasn't paying for the kitchen or the rest of the house, so there were very strict rules in how I had to keep the kitchen. I couldn't leave anything in the sink. Everything had to be clean at all times. If you happen to walk in and there was something in the sink or like something was out of place in the kitchen, that yeah, like I found it to be incredibly, incredibly annoying. So, anyways, now that I'm in the back room now where I have my own kitchen, my own everything, while it is a bit tight in here, I would still rather have that. So, yeah, no, I'm not clean. I have a very messy room. Yeah. I don't like living by myself though, really. Like, I mean, listen, like, so when I do get my room, when it starts to get pretty dirty, it does stress me out, and I do feel better cleaning it. But unfortunately, I'm not just someone who constantly keeps my room clean. This is a real life, yeah. It's a real life. Past roommate took pictures of stuff you would find on the counter and send the pictures. That's weird. Yeah, some roommates are just really odd. Wait, a real life as opposed to like a fake life? What did you mean? I don't know what you meant by that. Again, guys, make sure you do sub to me on the tube, okay? It's Dougielifts, Dougielifts. You'd smoke in the room. Well, that's not good. Aren't there rules on the lease for you not being able to do that? Like when you're resting out your stuff. Testing, I think you meant to say. I see what you mean. Like, was I okay? Well, no, I mean, I kind of just did this live randomly. I didn't do this live with the intention of being live for hours and having guests. I sort of just went live because I had time to do this. So, um, so yeah, I'm probably not gonna be live too much longer. But if you do disagree, you are welcome to come on up. I don't even think they're in the comments anymore. When I first started the live, they were in the comments, but I don't even think they're there anymore, let alone trying to come on up. I mean, there's probably one or two like shadow watching, I'm sure. I wasn't even sure I was going to be able to fit a desk in here. That was part of my stress. Like, it is a tight fit where I am right now. It's a very, very tight fit. And like, yeah, I was not 100% sure I was going to be able to get a desk in here. But I managed to make it fit, luckily. Philodo, you can come on up. Just hit the accept button. Somebody just invited you. Thanks, Chris. Make sure you guys send in your heart me if you haven't done so. Yeah, my room is my whole place. Yeah, it's um like a studio, I guess. I mean, I can show you it. All I have to do is spin it around. So this is where I am right now, sitting here. So like, this is a tight fit. See where I am? This is like my desk right here. Well, right here's my desk, and then I have this thing that like it's tight, and then the bed is right here. So I'm sandwiched right now between the bed and the wall. I can still move, but it's tight. And then the kitchen's there. Obviously, I have stuff I need to clean up and shit. But other than that, all of that shit. I'm not really a decorator. Like, it sounds bad. I just don't care enough. Like, it would be nice to have a decorated place, but to get myself motivated enough to go out, buy stuff, put it up, that's like a lot of work. That is a lot of work. I do have sleep apnea, yes, hence the CPAP machine that you guys probably just saw. I've had sleep apnea well, I've had a CPAP at the very least since 2020. I probably had sleep apnea prior to that, but yeah, no, it's a good place. I like it. I like it. It's just going to take a little bit to get used to because I don't have a full-on kitchen like I did before, and so like I have to really minimize stuff, which sucks. The fridge is incredibly, incredibly, incredibly small. It's like the size of a hotel fridge. So like I really can't fit much in it. I have to get a second fridge and put it outside. Well, I appreciate the thought, Marina. Um, yeah, I'll get a second. So the fridge right here, I mean, you guys can probably see it. That is a mini fridge, but again, it's small. I'm just gonna have to get a second one. So, I mean, you guys can't see, but right out here, I have the backyard, which is like I can put whatever there. And there's an outlet on this side of the wall. Like I'm facing the wall. There's an outlet here. I can just get another mini fridge and put it outside. Is it going to be annoying that I have a fridge that's outside? Yes, but I need another fridge. Yeah, the yogurts too. Any polyps in your sinuses or deviated? I don't have a deviated symptom, no. I don't know what the sleep apnea is from. It's not from body weight because I've lost weight before and I'm not even overweight, but even when I was thinner, I still had sleep apnea. 5 frozen meals or two. Well, I have been cooking a lot more lately, so, but my stuff is still in the other freezer. So, like, again, I'm still technically in the same house. I still have my stuff in the other freezer and fridge, which I'm just going to keep there for now until he says something. Well, the peanut butter I don't put in the fridge. The peanut butter I honestly always left on the desk right here. So, yes, I have room for that. You had sleep apnea when you were 125? Yeah, for sure. It's like some of it's just not even weight based. Brian, do you want to come on up? I do sleep so much better with the CPAP machine, though. I hate sleeping without it. Like I would never sleep without it because I sleep so much better when I have that thing on. And it doesn't cover my whole face; it just goes over my nose. That's it. But I breathe so much better. I feel myself not snoring. Because when I start to fall asleep when I don't have the CPAP mask on, I can feel myself like snoring and like not being able to breathe properly. With this cross train. I think that Brian has been up on my live before, I believe. If it's the Brian I'm thinking of, one of my first couple lives I've ever did, I think it's that Brian. If I remember correctly, this is the Brian that he was on the panel, and I think attacking the ignorance came up, and of course demolished him. I think he got kicked down, maybe muted or blocked, and then he added me on Facebook. This was back when I had my TikTok as my first and last name. He added me on Facebook and tried messaging me over there too, I think. I mean, it looks a lot like that Brian. You can say it's not him, but it looks a lot like that Brian that I'm thinking of. Your CPAP is full mask? Get a different mask. John, when I first got a CPAP machine, mine was full mask as well, but the one I have now is just a nasal one. That's it. I promise you it's so much better. It's so much less invasive. You don't feel like you have a whole goddamn thing on your face. Like, it is much better. Alright, I need to turn on this thing because it's starting to get cold in here, but it might make noise, unfortunately. You going from full mask to Philip Dream or the Evo? Yeah, this is the one I have is here. It just goes over my nose. So it's pretty nice. Honestly, if my CPAP machine broke, I would be absolutely, yeah, it's a nasal pillow technically, yeah. I would be devastated. Like, they're not extremely, extremely expensive, but I was looking on Amazon, you can buy them there, which I was surprised because I didn't think you could, for like $800-900. I'm sure you can get them cheaper elsewhere, but you had the same one? Yeah, I've had this one, the ResMed. I've had it since 2020. And the thing is, like, so I got it when I had um, insurance at a place I used to work, and like literally every couple months they would send me more equipment for it. They would send me more tubes. They would send me more masks. They would send me the filter. They would send me so much stuff that I have a huge box full of like extra material for the CPAP machine. But I haven't had that insurance in years. I've just been on my VA insurance, so I'm lucky that I have so much extra equipment because after a while it starts to get like wear and tear. You have to get a new mask because it just starts to get gross. Like a new mask, like the lining to it is very, very clear, but after you use it for a long time, it starts to get yellowish. It's not as good. If you rent, yeah, I have so much extra stuff, guys. But you can buy stuff on Amazon. I was looking yesterday because the headbands that I have is starting to get a little loose, and I don't have extra ones at this point because I've used so many different ones that I just ordered one on Amazon. But it makes a big difference because the headline that I have, when it's loose, it doesn't allow it to get pushed up into my nose properly. You have the ResMed and they send out replacements like clockwork. Yes, if you're still currently on that insurance. I'm not currently on the insurance in which I got that, so they stopped doing it, of course. Yeah, Meg, so I kind of stopped doing that, I'll be honest. I know that's not good, but I know you're supposed to every week wash the lining of the tube. You're supposed to wash the mask, all of that stuff. I honestly stopped doing it after like the first 6 months. I just don't do it anymore. I don't know. I just don't give a shit. But I have so much extra material that I don't really care. I'll just swap it out if it gets bad. Even if you're a stomach sleeper with a nasal one, you can still use it. You have to put your head to the side, of course. You can't just be face down, but you can still be on your stomach and turn to the side. It works. Yeah, I don't do everything I should. I know I should clean it more. Yes, I still use distilled water. Even though you actually don't have to, you just have to clean it a lot more vigorously if you don't use distilled water. Because it starts to get like all the like the shit built up in there if you don't use it. I just don't clean it at all anymore. I just don't care enough to. I would rather just buy new things after a while. Vigorously, yes. Is Peter Attia finally going to be canceled? Probably not. Is it Peter Attia? It's Attia. It's Peter Attia, right? I for some reason never know how to pronounce his last name. I don't. hear his name said enough to remember how it's pronounced. But yes, he is in the Epstein files, which is interesting. Corrosion can occur with regular water, so I've been told. So there's been times where I've used regular water in my CPAP for probably months on end because I was too lazy to buy more distilled water. And like, yeah, you get it's not corrosion, but like the reason why you have to use distilled water is because there's literally nothing else in there. Regular water has like a little bit of mineral and all that bullshit in there, and it gets caught on like in the thing, yeah, calcium, whatever it is. So it just gets built up more. So if you don't clean it, it gets kind of gross. It gets very gross. I have a really dirty one. I don't know where it is. I would show you guys, but it's a really dirty one that has like built up. Yeah, I guess it's calcium. You just use normal water. Yeah, you can do it. You just have to clean it a lot more often. It's really not. People think it's like the end of the world if you use regular water in a CPAP. It's not really. That's wild. They don't have distilled water there though. Can you guys hear the heater? Is it loud? All right, good. Also, I kind of got out of my routine of the gym only for the past handful of days. I've been very routinely going for a while now, but past handful of days fell out of it. I haven't been eating as much the past handful of days either because when I'm out of my routine, I don't eat nearly as much. Ajax, what's up? Anyways, guys, I probably am going to wrap this up. Again, this was just a really random on the spot live. I know I haven't been live in a couple of days, so sorry about that. Just been busy with a bunch of stuff and was kind of just disassociating from things for a little bit. But I should be back in the routine of things. Maybe not necessarily tomorrow, but at least within the next day or two, because I still have to clean some stuff up here, and I'm still just really out of my routine at the moment. And it's kind of hard to focus on this when I'm really out of my routine, to be honest. But make sure. Yeah, no, I'll be live again soon for sure. Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere. But if you enjoyed the live and you don't follow me, do give me a follow. I'm sure I'll see you guys at some point tomorrow. Okay, and I will let you guys know in Discord and the bulletin board. I know I didn't let you guys know today. It was just a really random one, but yes, I do need to stay warm. I do need to stay warm. Anyways, guys, I do hope you guys have a good rest of your afternoon, evening, night, whatever time it is by you. And I'll try to see you guys tomorrow, okay? Take care, everyone.